had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They'll send Gordon in motion left. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Come on, let's go!
To throw is Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run again with Bernard. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. They'll give Crowell another crack. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. On play action, Kaiser. This is Crowell on the catch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First and 10 for Dalton. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right there at the 43. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton. Being chased out left. And some space here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Dalton here from the gun. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he gets it down to the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Johnson goes in motion left. Kaiser on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To Crowell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Shelton able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. More from Cleveland after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. 190. Ohio.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Ohio. Let's go. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Running left is Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, oh, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Dumping it off for Johnson. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Rolling to his right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here we go.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio!
Kaiser now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. Play action now. Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it. But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football. The Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Kaiser looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Oh, he slipped right by him. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Well, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
a second down throw for Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kaiser. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Bengals getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Play action here with Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The handoff, running left, Crowell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. The man in motion left here, Johnson. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alec Ogletree in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. They'll send Gordon in motion left. Now it's Crowell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it. And that will be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right there around the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The tight end changing his position. On 3rd down, Crowell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Dalton sets up play action. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Dalton off play action. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Play fake. Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser here looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Again, here's Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Dalton. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This will be Dalton again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home.